confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Class is in session every weekend with Sunday School with Lex. Connect with like-minded Black women every Sunday at 6 on the Lexus Exodus platform, where we have live panels and call-in shows in order to connect and share our stories, discuss divestment and other important topics pertaining to the plights of Black women, discuss self-empowerment and self-improvement, and much, much more. Tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m. ET at patreon.com/LexusExodus. See you soon.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content and also a private community of like-minded divested women. It is linked below. Please also follow me on social media platforms. You can check me out everywhere on all platforms at Lexus Exodus. I also have a backup channel just in case something happens to this one. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can find all of this information in the description below.
I did want to check in with y'all tonight to talk about dusty trolls, however. And we talked about this before some time back about how divested women be minding our business, child. We be sitting pretty, being hydrated, well-rested, and divested, resting in our femininity, living our best lives. When once every blue moon, we will see an anomaly occur. And we will see a rarity happen where a Black woman who's in a relationship with a non-Black man, it doesn't work out. And the Nignogs lose their ish, child. They use it as some gotcha moment. When we initially talked about this, we talked about how divested women were trolled after the unfortunate circumstances that occurred with Lauren Smith Fields. And how next thing you know, Nignogs were flooding our comment sections, trolling, gloating, and relishing in the misfortunes of Black women simply because they decided to date non-Black men. Well, tonight is no different. We're getting trolled right now. And today I want to talk about how Nignogs are harassing and bullying divested Black women all over the internet over a few failed relationships that occurred with thrilling Black women who don't even identify as divested women. Let's first talk about this Jamie Perkins and Nikki Thot breakup. You've probably seen them before. If you're not familiar with them, they are YouTube family bloggers. They were this beautiful couple who recently divorced. And now Jamie is going on this smear campaign alleging that she cheated, he was being abused, and spewing this sob story to garner sympathy and views. And now people are trying to throw this up in divestors' faces, acting like this is some L to divestors.
If we had been amicable and decided to put the girls first, we both could have had very successful careers. I wanted to start being creative again and take some risks. But when I discovered that I was going to have to, do everything and anything to remain, a really present father, I couldn't get like a regular job because I needed to be able to be a stay-at-home dad. And Nikki was never going to get a regular job. And so she always had that argument of she's gonna be at home. I believed that eventually she would go back to work and it wouldn't always be like this. And I was working 7 days a week. We had all these issues around work and around her attitude that as a husband, I was just supposed to provide for her and she wanted to just take care of the house. I wanted us to share the household duties. I wanted us to share the work. It wasn't like I was saying get a full-time job. But it was me doing the the majority of the work with YouTube. And the reality is YouTube never would have been what it was without her. I'm not a narcissist nor delusional. People didn't watch the channel for me. He is charismatic. She's great to look at. She's funny. She's creative. She's somebody who is much more of a natural when it comes to talking to the camera than I am. I'm the type of person I like to be behind the camera much more than in front of the camera. The reason Nikki and I broke up was I discovered she had been unfaithful. She'd been going behind my back with her ex-boyfriend, and I'd been warned about him being an issue before I started dating Nikki again. And the first year of our marriage, I discovered that she had been secretly keeping in contact with him. And I didn't see her side of the messages. I saw the Facebook message. Like back then, Facebook used to email you a receipt of the message, and I logged into my Hotmail, and her Hotmail was still logged in, and I saw all these messages from him, but she had deleted them on her Facebook, so I didn't know what her responses was. But this guy he'd been saying he was in love with her, and he told her to leave me for him, and we'd always hear about him talking to people about how he was in love with her and how he was going to get her back, and I just thought this guy was a joke. I didn't think much of it. And in that first year of marriage, when I discovered that she had been secretly talking to this guy, it nearly broke us up. It took away a lot of the trust that I had for her, and we moved past it, and I feel like I blocked it out of my memory. It was like I just buried that, and we moved forward, and I never thought I would have to worry about this guy again. And I won't go into details, but I discovered some things I never thought I would discover to do with her and him, and I left.
And here are these alleged receipts he's sharing, supposedly proving these allegations.
Nikki, please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave the house. Please leave the house. This is violence. You've got the kids in your hands. Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house.
And look, he's getting video
Leave the
evidence.
house.
This has been planning this.
Leave the
He
house.
has been planning
Leave the
this
house.
from day one.
Leave the house. Leave the house. The children don't deserve to see this.
I think you need to take responsibility. Okay, yeah. All right.
Leave the house.
You guys will never see my kids again.
That is
You guys will never see my kids again.
that will
Ever.
not.
Ever.
That will not happen. Leave the house.
Look at you guys.
Leave the house.
Look at you guys.
Look.
That's
Leave the
hilarious.
house.
Look,
You're
Leave the
outside,
house.
whatever, get
Leave
out.
the house, Nikki. Leave the house.
No damn kids in a police station.
You have to. You have to. You actually have to.
But that proves you don't care about these kids. Because
No,
if
it
you
proves
did-
I do, because I'm protecting their safety. I'm the one protecting their safety.
Before of a police last time. Did you not hear her last time?
I'm protecting the children from their safety. You've been violent. You've hit me in front of them. You've abused me in front of them.
Shit, that does not make them violent people. Let me remind you right now who you are. You are not shit. You ain't never been shit from day one. You will never be shit, you motherfucker. Try me. Fucking keep trying me.
I'm not trying you. I'm trying to be fair, and I'm trying to protect my safety and the kids' safety.
I will spurn your ass. I swear to God I will. Keep fucking trying me, Jamie. I swear to God. No. I've had enough of this motherfucking shit. At the police station.
I think the only person who can be exposed is you. You're the cheater. You're the violent person. But I'm not doing that because I don't want my kids to have to see the real you on the internet.
I'm not dropping no damn kids in a police station.
You have to. You have to. You actually have to.
But that proves you don't care about these kids. Because
No,
if
it
you
proves
did-
I do, because I'm protecting their safety. I'm the one protecting their safety.
Before of a police last time. Did you not hear her last time?
I'm protecting the children from their safety. You've been violent. You've hit me in front of them. You've
And initially, Nikki was silent. Then their mutual friends and neighbors began to speak out and say the truth.
Don't make me spill the tea because I've been waiting for tea time in response to Jamie Perkins' video. Another friend called Dolly Folk says, no way, sorry, I know Nikki, and he is just completely manipulating this entire situation. Just remember, you're watching what he's editing, guys. Now, these particular people are friends with Nikki, but they are ex-friends of Jamie Perkins. So they used to be friends with Jamie, but they're now friends with Nikki. So that in itself speaks volumes that they initially knew Jamie Perkins, and he's put out this entire video with all of these allegations, videos included, evidence included. However, the ex-friends of his are siding with Nikki Thot.
We were the neighbours before the house they bought together when they were married, and sis, let me tell you, they were always fighting non-stop. Jamie was never home. She was always with the kids. She did pretty much everything on her own most of the time, and when he was home, they were fighting. She actually did modelling. She wanted him at home to start helping out with Ava and house duties. They were quite wealthy due to the channel. She didn't feel the need for him to slave his ass off. He could be a dad and husband at home. She was miserable with Jamie. I'm glad that she left. Anyways, I'm not defending Nikki. She has her faults, but he's definitely talking shit in some of his story. She became a friend of ours when they lived next to us. She had no one. Her family lived on the other side of Melbourne. No friends, only his friends. She was always alone and lived away from her family and friends for years, so when they separated, she just went back to where her family is. He keeps talking like he's traveling to another state to get his kids. Dude, you just have to drive over the Westgate Bridge. It's not that far. Well, from what we have experienced from that was reactive abuse. He would say shit to her and then record it. He did it to her all the time. He records everything. There's no breaks with Jamie. When my brother committed suicide in the house down the road from him, then he recorded the aftermath. Thank you. He put that in the vlog on the channel. We asked Nikki if he could take it down. He didn't until recently.
Finally, Nikki decided to break her silence and release the following statement. And this is very, very long. So I'm just going to share a few of these notes that she shared on her page. So she said, I made a video responding to the allegations and was ready to press post, but for the sake of our children, I'm not going to engage in a back and forth online. I'll share context that was missing from his video and will leave this subject alone. I've had no contact with him since he posted that video, nor have I threatened legal action. Jamie removed the video simply because he saw that people weren't buying this story. So apparently he later ended up removing a lot of these clips that he shared, trying to air her out. She goes on to say, I felt something wasn't right in my marriage, but I didn't know what I was experiencing. Then in June 2019, I came across the podcast Love and Abuse, where I discovered what emotional abuse was. I made the mistake of telling him that I knew he was emotionally abusive and probably a covert narc. I never cheated on Jamie, and he knows that, but he was quick to run a smear campaign through the community about why we broke up. I want to make it very clear that what you witnessed was reactive abuse. The clips you saw were carefully edited and didn't show what led to me smacking the phone out of his hand. Never have I punched this man or thrown heavy objects at him during our disagreements. I came to the house to collect some clothes and wanted to have a conversation, but he kept calling me a slut and told me to get out of his house. I then requested that he drop the girls off at the supermarket for a changeover, and he says he would rather do it at a police station. This was not court ordered. Child, listen. At this point, I'm highly upset because why would you want to inflict that trauma on our daughters by dropping them off at the police, dummy? Why would you want to do that? She says, why would you want them changed over at a police station every week? He just wanted to manipulate their minds and paint the picture that mom was so dangerous and that dad needed protection. Shortly after that encounter, he tried to get a restraining order on me. Not only did he put himself down as a protected person, but also our two daughters. If he was successful in obtaining that, I could not come within 200 feet of them. His mother enabled his behavior and signed as a witness that she saw me beating him in front of the children, the clip you saw of me smacking the phone. And they took this quote-unquote evidence to court. I put a counter complaint on him, and it was up to the judge to decide. He knows there's nothing I love more than our daughter, so he used that footage to silence me. We never went before a judge. Instead, he had his lawyer present, which conveniently included that the children could continue being filmed for YouTube. It also included that we couldn't mention one another or our relationship online for 12 months. We both signed it because I had no intention of making this public and didn't want to risk the chance of not seeing our girls. He has been free to speak on this since 2020. I've never kept him from our kids. I said, you can see them whenever you want. All I ask is that he stop exploiting them. I saw how it affected me in our marriage, and I didn't want our kids to suffer the same confusion because that was totally different when the cameras were on. In 2020, Jamie messaged my sister and was trying to get me back once he saw his views were still low. Child, despite using the kids for the majority of his content, the views were still low, she says. She also says, I had already filed for divorce, but he wanted me to change my mind. He came to my parents' house. We went for a walk, and he told me he wanted his family back. I said no, and our divorce was finalized in December of 2020. Child, no, that's all right. Since then, I've been negotiating their online presence. She's talking about how she's been going back and forth because she didn't want them on YouTube. So let's keep going. I don't want this to get too lengthy. She also says he claims I was vengeful, but after I left, he stole the channel, changed the password to the business email so I couldn't work with past clients, and changed our bank details on AdSense. So the revenue from our past YouTube vlogs went to his personal account. Child, he kept the vlogs for himself, leaving me with zero memories of our children. I requested my full birth videos, but he kept them from me for 3.5 years. He used this as leverage so I would change my stance on him making content with the girls. Child, see, listen, how manipulative. She said part of the reason why I vlog was to have memories of our children growing up. She even asked for footage of my sister, Sarah. She says he had all the hard drives and he told me they were destroyed. Please keep in mind my sister isn't alive anymore. And they were the only videos of her I had to look back and remember her. He knew our children and my sister were a sensitive spot for me, so he would use these two things to control me. Child, she goes on and on. I'm going to pause there. If you want to read the entire statement, you can. This is on her IG. Her name is Nikki Thot. This is a mess, y'all. And I done listened to this dude, her ex-husband, have this dumb-ass mushmouth conversation. We didn't ask for an hour and a half, so y'all didn't have to. I swear that clip that I shared initially of him talking about the allegations was damn 90 minutes long. Like, seriously, it was an hour and a half long. The first half hour was him complaining about being expected to be a provider, y'all. Just bitching and moaning about her expecting to be able to stay home and raise her children. That's why I put the violin music to it. Womp, womp, womp. This is all very triggering. The gaslighting, this man being emotionally and verbally abusive. Then when she reacts, taking out the camera to record. This is not divestment. Divesting is only engaging in relationships that serve you. A divested woman would not move like this. So trolls trying to lump up every single Black woman who decides to date out, who swirls with divestment, are being willfully ignorant and willfully obtuse. Listen to how he's gaslighting her. She talks about how he would critique her appearance in one of these posts and talked about how she needed to get in the gym after having their children. So I'm not surprised he's stolen her AdSense revenue as well. I mean, on that video clip, he talks about how they struggled and how he wanted her to work at the beginning of their relationship because he's a brokey and relies on their YouTube income. And that's why he's doing all this on that struggle channel he has. Because let's be clear, Nikki was a draw here. He even says that. I mean, he's a handsome man, but Nikki had the star appeal and made the channel. She looks like a darn Black Barbie doll. And now that they're no longer together, no one is watching him. And people are gloating, talking about this relationship failing is an L for divestors. So let's be clear, this is not divestment. They made a very, very cute couple, but this is not divestment. Again, divestment is only investing in things that serve you. So the trolls saying that, we're taking L's left and right with women in these failed swirling relationships are problematic and they're erroneous. If she was divested, she would have never dated a broke man, especially not one almost a decade her senior. Apparently, she was 18 when they met and he was 25, which may not seem like a big deal, but there's a major difference in the mindset of a teenager and someone in their mid-20s. It's like, how my channel financially supporting your bum ass and you damn 10 years older than me? If she was divested, she would have never married or birthed children with a broke, emotionally and verbally abusive man. Divestment is about only engaging in things that serve you. This is not that. So don't put this on divestors. We don't go by looks alone just because he's something nice to look at. We're focused on the tangible benefits of our relationships and what they bring to our lives. And to me, it sounds like all this man did was take, and that his lifestyle was upgraded directly due to her beauty and, like he said, her charisma and her capability to draw a large audience online. Furthermore, we know she's not divested because here's her new man that she's recently shared.
The way y'all have been playing Inspector Gadget in my comments about who Nikki Thot is dating has been insane. A lot of y'all saying Omarion Hardwick. Y'all, that man is married happily. Now, a lot of y'all saying it's Lucien Laviscope from Emily in Paris because of like the back of the head detail, also his beard. Not gonna lie, it does look like it. This is from a recent vacation to Jamaica because, he is Jamaican. So I would not be surprised if his beard is the same beard from the video that she posted. Really, all we got is the back of the head, and that's all we can get. Now, listen, I said initially it could be Michael B. Jordan. This was just a guess because, listen, that back of the head, it's very, very familiar. A bunch of y'all saying Lucien, others said Omarion Hardwick. I don't know why y'all said that. Some of y'all saying Drake. Y'all, Drake ain't been out in the sun for a minute now, okay? That ain't him. But listen, this is doing exactly what Nikki thought it was going to do. This soft launch has us all guessing who is her new man. And we just got to wait for more clues.
So now she's dating a Nignog. So Nikki simply went from being married to a powdered donut Dusty, a Dusty of no color, and now she has swapped him out with the full-blown Dusty. So don't put this on divestors. We ain't moving like this. Let's also talk about this Tamar Braxton situation.
Tamar, will you marry me? Tamar Braxton and J.R. Robinson calling it quits nearly a year after getting engaged on Queen's Court.
Something told me to trust the process, and I've never done anything like this before. And what's the worst that can happen? I find love.
JR revealing on Instagram that he and Tamar are no longer together, and that he, quote, ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person.
Clearly, Jeremy and I have a real strong connection.
I felt like I hit the lottery when I met you, and so I got you the chance at $1 billion.
Tamar met JR on the Peacock dating reality series last year.
You're making me the happiest man in the whole world.
Oh, I'm crazy about you, Jane.
I'm so happy to hear that.
And that love turned into a proposal.
I don't want to be your friend. I'm gonna be your husband. Tamar,
Oh my God.
I'm here forever because I don't see my life without you.
The ball's in Tamar's court.
It's in Tamar's court.
So what exactly did you learn about yourself through the process of this journey?
Well, the number one thing that I learned is that I wasn't as ready as I said that I was.
In receiving love.
In
and
receiving
finding
love.
Really?
Yes.
Just days after their engagement aired, the two seemed happy as they celebrated her 46th birthday.
It's just the beginning of your birthday. Here's to 46. Let the fun begin.
Happy birthday to me. I don't want to make the same mistakes that, I have made in the past, picking and choosing the wrong ones. Number one, because I didn't fully know who I was. Now I'm very sure, I'm confident, I'm ready, and let's see what happens.
Fast forward to now, and JR is making it clear his relationship with Tamar was not driven by a desire for fame. I have always represented famous people, and the truth is I was in an amazing place financially and mentally. Adding he turned down the show several times before giving in. Ultimately, I fell in love, and it did not end how I wanted it, so I want to heal.
Tamar is not a divestor, so stop trolling. This is not a divested woman. Y'all know that. Y'all knickknacks know this. You're being facetious. Y'all niggas not for real. You know Tamar ain't no divested woman because divested women ain't dating niggas or niggas of no color. Anybody with eyes can see this is a whack male identified white man that she was with. This is a pale pookie. This is a snow ape. So stop trolling divestors. We ain't got nothing to do with this. We wouldn't touch this dude with the 10-foot pole. The crazy part is I've also heard other Black women content creators say this as well on YouTube, trolling Black women, talking about what's going on with the divestors. Y'all know damn well divested women don't date no wiggers. That's divestment rule 101. We divesting from any person, place, or thing that's Blackistan aligned or adjacent. But we ain't doing all the hard work and due diligence of unlearning that conditioning and programming that we were force-fed in Blackistan. We ain't going through all the blood, sweat, and tears of unlearning and elevating beyond that bullish, being alienated by our families and friends, all to end up dating a dusty and no color. We don't F with powder donut dusties. We don't fuck with whack male identified white men. We don't like wiggers. We don't like pale pookies. We don't date snow apes. Y'all don't remember when Tamar first made a public appearance with this dude and it came out that he had all these Black baby mamas that he had previously pumped and dumped and never married down in Atlanta? Divested woman immediately said, oh, hell nah. That's a walking red flag. Run the other way, Tamar. We called it. We said, that's a damn snow ape. Divested women don't mess with baby daddies. Black, blue, or yellow. We even mess with ex-husbands. People who have been previously married, but we ain't messing with no baby daddies. We not messing with no damn man that's a damn bastard baby maker. If you out here procreating willy-nilly and got a bunch of children with women you don't find worthy enough to get married to, you out here for everybody. Divested women ain't messing with that. We not interested. Tamar is not a divestor. We too selfish for that bullish. We ain't playing stepmama to a bunch of children you recklessly created with a slew of different women. We value living a life of luxury and leisure too much. We all in our soft life era. Stop being stupid. Y'all are trolling. Y'all are being willfully ignorant. Y'all are being obtuse. Y'all know damn well Tamar ain't divested moving like this. And as a matter of fact, you know that divested women preach divesting in vetting. So this relationship Tamar was in goes against every single core value divested women preach on this platform. We talk about Black women establishing the highest standards, prioritizing self, and only engaging in mutually beneficial relationships that serve you. Divested women surely ain't dating no Blackistan adjacent Malibu's most wanted as mother. Child. They also start trolling Black women over this Kayla Nicole debacle, who broke up with football player Travis Kelce because he is now dating Taylor Swift. Child.
She's the beauty who says she was betrayed by Taylor Swift's new boyfriend, Travis Kelce.
Like the saying goes, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Maya Benberry dated the Kansas City Chiefs tight end in 2016.
Certain qualities don't change in men. I feel like Travis is a narcissist, so most narcissists don't change.
Their romance started when she was a contestant on the e-dating reality show, Catching Kelce. Maya beat out 50 other women vying for Travis's heart. She says they dated for 8 months before it all came crashing to an end.
You thought you were going to marry him?
I did.
Were you in love with him?
I was. He met my parents. I had a key to his penthouse. To me, that means that you're pretty serious.
Did he cheat on you?
Yes.
The 31-year-old life coach says she learned about his indiscretions on social media. And now she says she's not sure if Kelce's romance with Taylor Swift is for real.
The only reason that I question the genuineness of the relationship is because he's talking to the media a lot.
Maya says she's been getting death threats from Swifties who think she's trying to destroy the budding romance.
How do Swifties react to you?
Swifties are aggressive, very negative, very hypocritical. It's really crazy to me that someone that I think is, positive and really nice has such a negative and angry fan base.
How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
I don't know Taylor Swift, but I'm a fan of her music. I don't feel any way about her dating Travis. It's cute. I mean, I had him first, so.
The narrative is you're a bitter ex-girlfriend who's out for her 15 minutes of fame. How do you feel about that?
I'm offended because 5 years ago when I said the allegations about cheating and when I talked about that we were together for 8 months, his camp and team and even himself, he didn't say anything about it. I do feel a way because I did like you. I felt like I fell in love with you. It's nothing about Taylor. It's more about you led me to believe that we had a future. And now 5 years later, you're laughing and I feel like you're mocking me. I'm not jealous or bitter about Taylor. She's beautiful, she's successful. We're in 2 different lanes. My issue is more with Travis in the sense of now you're trying to turn me into, I don't know, a bitter person or a liar, like I'm delusional, and I'm the furthest thing from that.
So listen, this absolutely drop dead, gorgeous, beautiful Black woman decided to go off and date this wigger. And again, she was not a divestor, obviously. Not dating a pale Pookie. So of course her relationship didn't work out because she didn't divest in vet. She didn't make sure she only engaged in reciprocal relationships and only entertained men that pour into her, like divestors stand on and preach on this platform. Because she's not a divestor and incorporate divestment principles, she ended up dating pale Pookie, who was very problematic. Kayla Nicole has openly been vocal about Travis and about how he's a narcissist. He's a cheater. There were also rumors about him being a cheapskate and not wanting to give her money while they were together or some other nonsense. Now he's dating Taylor Swift and niggas are trolling Black women like that's an L, child. Listen, Kayla has clearly dodged a bullet. As a matter of fact, Taylor is doing her a favor by taking out the trash. This Black woman got away from that wicca unscathed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Wasn't we just talking about Tyler Perry? Thank you, white baby Jesus, that this pariah, this reject, this no ape Travis is back with Barnyard Becky so she can deal with those problems. Lord knows Black women already got enough bullish to deal with, so good riddance. Kayla sent his ad back to the trailer park. She sent him back to basic Becky. She sent him home to mediocre Melanie. Kayla kicked his ass to the curb over on a trailer park Taylor. Sis said, if you don't go to trailer Taylor and enjoy your unseasoned food, child, go on and enjoy that long flat back, that rhythmless, stiff white woman you deserve. She said, Travis not worthy of this melanin and this savory soul food. Let him have pumpkin spice and mayonnaise and raisins in his potato salad. left Travis. This is not an L for Black women. But now people are trolling her. Nignogs and white women. She said Taylor Swift fans are harassing her, sending threats, saying that they want to unalive her. Niggas are trolling divested women like we took an L. We all know Kayla Nicole dodged a damn bullet. Let his narcissistic snow ape bag go back onto his own damn community and terrorize white women. Let that be her problem. That's your problem now, Taylor Swift. Now let's also talk about people trolling Jodi Turner-Smith, who recently filed for divorce from her husband.
Straight ahead! Joshua Jackson and Jodi Turner-Smith going their separate ways.
Can Joshua hold step with you? You know what? Josh cannot dance. Josh, I love you. It's not rhythmic.
The actress filing for divorce from the Dawson's Creek alum after 3 years of marriage. In court docs obtained by ET, Jodi cites irreconcilable differences behind the split. The separation date listed as September 13th. But 4 days earlier, Joshua helped Jodi celebrate her 37th birthday at an NYC restaurant. We're hearing they arrived and left separately and didn't spend a lot of time together at the bash. This after the pair holding hands and looking happy at a launch party just 2 nights prior. Now our source says the two were having issues leading up to their split.
Oh my God, it's so nice to be back. It's such a beautiful event to support.
Jodi speaking to ET last week, this time no Joshua at the Clooney Foundation's Albie Awards.
Do you run lines together? Do you rehearse together?
Well, yeah, we do that. I mean, we're 2 actors. This is what we love to do.
Joshua and Jodi began dating in 2018, getting engaged a few months after a whirlwind romance, before tying the knot the next year.
I mean, thank God my wife is a Virgo, because she by the time it gets to my hands, she's gone through it all.
Then in 2020, they became mom and dad to daughter Janie. Jodi is requesting joint custody in her filing.
There is no thing that is not better off for being married to her and having that baby.
Okay, and honestly, out of everyone claiming these swirlers that we're talking about tonight are divested women, Jodi would be most aligned with divestment principles. So she's talked openly previously about how she was always ridiculed for her skin color, so she simply went where she was appreciated. And she explored her options, which is aligned with divestment. However, there's a major flaw here that separates her from divested women. Divested women would never, ever propose to a man like Jodi's husband said she did, child. And I don't give a damn if the man is red, black, white, blue, or yellow. Divested women have always said this from the beginning. We do not chase or pursue men. We only expect to be courted and catered to by the men of our lives. And we all wanted the best for Jodi. We were hoping for the best. We were all rooting for her. Yet we've said since the beginning of her nuptials, this is not divestment. We're not proposing to no dude. Stop trolling. Stop being willfully ignorant. Stop being willfully obtuse. You know this, Negro. This is not divestment. A core value of divestment is centering self, prioritizing self, loving and worshiping self. Divested women go where we are adored, uplifted, and celebrated. We understand we are the prize. We are to be courted. We would never, ever get on our knees and fix our mouths with our supreme, sovereign, divine asses and propose to no man. Y'all just trolling. Let's shift gears a bit, because I think what's very funny is all these knick-knock trolls come out the woodwork harassing divested Black women anytime a Black woman experiences an anomaly in her relationship, doesn't work out when she explores her options. However, they are eerily silent when the roles are reversed. So let's do some trolling ourselves and let's talk about their relationships. So I first want to talk about this fly-by-night farcity of a failed marriage that was really based on fetishization that occurred between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Ciao.
ET has confirmed Jeannie Mai and Jeezy are going their separate ways. A shocker to longtime fans of the couple who said I do in 2021.
Married life feels 1000% different than when we were dating in the greatest way.
The rapper filed for divorce in Atlanta Thursday, according to court docs obtained by ET, revealing the pair was already separated before the filing, and there is a prenup. ET's reached out to both Jeezy and Jeannie for comment.
How's everything?
Amazing.
How's
The family's great. Baby's big.
That's Jeezy speaking with ET in June, gushing over the couple's 1-year-old daughter, Monaco.
It's calling me daddy now, so we there.
Mom and Dad shared their love story across social media, with Jeannie telling ET how the pandemic led them to double down on their commitment.
We looked at each other by this time of the quarantine and we were like, yo, if we make it through this, we are gangster.
And for big announcements, Jeannie turned to her talk show, The Real, like when she revealed the sex of their baby last year.
I am very excited to share that Monaco Mai Jenkins is a girl.
I'm beyond grateful because I cannot believe, as every parent will tell you, how much a child changes your life.
But even as recently as last week, it seemed like the couple was doing just fine, based off this sweet video Jeannie posted to the gram.
So God, thank you for my daddy.
Monaco saying her prayers and Jeannie praising her husband, real name Jay Jenkins, over the release of his memoir.
And God, thank you because my daddy made the New York Times bestsellers list. The great thing about our love is we have flaws, but we embrace working through them. I've never had that with somebody before.
They damn divorcing after just a few years, y'all. And again, can we troll tonight, y'all? Since everybody want to troll divested Black women, let's cut up. Let's let our hair down. I'm about to go on vacation soon, and I'm in a celebratory mood. We know we don't give a about these kings with no kingdoms and their preferences. But since everybody want to troll and harass divested Black women, let's give them a taste of their own medicine tonight. Child, as a matter of fact, I want to cut to this exclusive, never before seen Lexus Exodus mere video of footage of Jeannie Mai revealing why she no longer wants to be married to Jeezy.
You call me fat and ugly in front of people.
Xấu.
What?
I say you ugly, you very bad.
You really said that?
Yeah.
All right.
Jeannie Mai hit him with the "you fat, you black, you ugly" in my Crystal Swirls voice. Shout out to Crystal Swirls, who also talks about this topic. She has two regulars that always are on her panel named Quadratic and Khadijah. I absolutely love them. I feel like I'll be listening to my cousins, just shooting the shit when I listen to them. Shout out to her. Check her out because she talks about this topic as well. She talks about the failed marriage between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. But yeah, so she hit him with the "you black, you fat, you ugly. Back to the ghetto you go, nigga dog. Fat head eye, Mr. Potato eye head eye nigga. Looking like a damn black ass Ninja Turtle. You fat, you black, you ugly." And y'all, I be calling wiggers, snow apes, whackmill identified white men. But Jeezy is the original snow ape. As a matter of fact, remember he used to go by Jeezy the Snowman. And he used to walk around like a damn child with cartoons of Frosty the Snowman on his clothing. Womp, womp, womp. You niggas are losers. Even when you got your fit, feminine, and submissive Asian preferences, you can't sustain it longer than just a few years because you don't make good husbands. You can't turn a hoe into a husband. You can't turn a fuckboy into a father. You can't turn a snow ape into a spouse. Dummy. Jeannie Mai, you were so dumb. This man had 3 baby mamas prior to meeting you. You was dumb enough to become the 4th. 4 baby mama. Ain't that some bullish? Jeannie Mai, your Vietnamese mama didn't teach you to stay away from Nick Nog's Mai Ling. Stupid. Now you baby mama number 5. You baby mama Mai Ling. Gave up your first marriage with your white Nubian king because you refused to birth his babies, all to become the 4th baby mama of a peanut head, knucklehead, meathead ass nignog, looking a plumb dumb fool. Child, let's also talk about how Kylie Jenner decided she didn't want to mud duck any longer either, and she broke up with Travis Scott and is now dating actress Zaddy Timothy Chalamet. I believe that is how you pronounce his name. And shout out to Campari who shared these clips.
Rumors have been swirling that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have called it quits, but a source tells ET the musician and reality star are on a break. Quote, the two have had an up and down relationship, and although they aren't together right now, it doesn't mean it's over for good. The source adds that the Kylie Cosmetics founder and the rapper live different lifestyles, and that's been a big issue. Quote, with 2 kids, Kylie doesn't go out too much. Travis, on the other hand, lives a life of late nights in the studio and going out with friends. Of course, the two share a 4-year-old daughter, Stormy, and an 11-month-old son whose name they have yet to reveal.
Baby number 2. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So do we have a name?
No. We have some really strong options, but we haven't officially changed it.
Kylie and Travis were first linked in 2017. After a brief split in 2019, they revved things back up in 2020 and have been together ever since. In August, Kylie shared these loved up snaps on Instagram alongside the caption, Utopia with you.
I'm obsessed with it.
At the time, a source told ET that things between them were going super well, adding that they have really mastered being together.
Deep down, I would love my true fans to know, all my personal stuff.
But just 2 months later, Instagram model Rogine Carr posted this video where she claims she and Trav were hooking up behind Kylie's back.
You had every single girl I know blowing me up Trav's asking for you to come back. You cheat on that every single night. The whole city sees it. Don't do this.
Travis denied all that on his Insta story, writing, quote, I don't know this person, I've never been with this person, so please stop with the continuous cyber games and the fictional storytelling. And while Kylie and Travis may be on a break now, ET's source says the two love and respect each other and will continue to co-parent.
Ha 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 ha. And again, the Knick-Knock trolls are eerily silent about Kylie Child. Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian said, no Negro, back to the ghetto, you go. They all did except Khloe's dumbass. This ish is ghetto. She said, I just wanted to use you for clout and your money, stupid nigga. I used you to become a billionaire. I've usurped all of your resources, extracted you of all your notoriety and fame, Tyga and Travis Scott. Now I've surpassed you and have garnered more fame and wealth than you. I can't be associated with you nogs any longer. What Shawnee O'Neal say? Thank you for your services, Dusty.
You are a bitch. For you, Miss Brandy Maxiel, let me put that bitch on today. Thank you for your services. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your services. Thank you. Next. Because white men and means did not want these women. They wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole before they got notoriety and fame and plastic surgery. Y'all, I also have some exclusive, never before seen rare footage of Travis Scott meeting Kylie for the first time and what she looked like before the surgery.
My milk of magnesia. Oh. After the devil made you, he broke the mold.
We trolling tonight, y'all. We trolling. We having fun. I'm cutting up. I'm in a messy mood, y'all. I'm in vacation mode. I'm telling y'all, though. Seriously. Though, Kylie went from looking like an Irish elf to a Hispanic woman. Now she an IG model, looking like a video vixen with all that damn surgery. Back when she, Kim, and Khloe was basic Becky, white men and means were not interested in their asses. They are the rejected dejects of their own community. But we all know a white man's trash is a Knick-Knock's treasure. These white women figured out all they had to do was find a rich Knick-Knock. And because they so damn dumb and gullible and thirsty and color-struck, now my net worth is more than yours. Now I'm a billionaire and my wealth and my empire dwarfs yours. Ha ha ha. I got your money and notoriety and fame. Now I've surpassed you. Let me go back to the white men and means that I'm used to. Child. So I don't know if y'all know this, but Bill Gates' daughter, Phoebe Gates, was also dating a Dusty as well. Child. And the Nignogs were celebrating. They were cutting up. They were gloating about this when they started dating.
My fellow black men, I'm proud to say that phase 1 of our reparations movement is almost complete. One of our soldiers has finally infiltrated Bill Gates' daughter. When Malcolm X said by any means necessary, I'm pretty sure this is what he meant. Young black man, do not pull out.
Once again, man, you back here popping with the Peachtree Prophet. Man, we're gonna wait no time to get straight into it. Penelope Gates' boyfriend, Robert Ross, has an impressive background. Boy, let it die. But we don't get no shit about your background, but we see what you're on, home. We see which one you're working, but you in there twin. Woo-hoo, you in there twin. You hit the jackpot. My boy hit the lottery and he know it. Yo, start that little baby. No pizza roll. Yeah, you in there, boy. You gotta, hey, boy, listen, boy. Listen, boy, you got lay pipe, boy, you got lay foundation, boy, you got lay concrete on them folk, boy. Lock in, twin, I see you, boy.
That's the kind of love I want. Look at the pure joy on his face. Look at that smile. That's real love. Why is he smiling like that? Look who his girl is. Look, don't even worry about her face. Look at her name. Phoebe Gates, that's Bill Gates' daughter. He done hit the lottery. I wouldn't care what Dr. Umar said. Forget Sierra's prayer. What prayer did he pray? Look at that pure black boy joy. Every picture he cheesing. Big smile showing all his teeth. Crab singles. Every picture just cheesing. He can't hold it in. He know he ain't supposed to be there. Look at him. I'm happy for you, King. It's like a little piece of reparations. Keep doing your thing, baby. This the one. When they do, when he do that, he letting us all know, I'm doing this for y'all.
Well, of course, that didn't last long. Bill Gates said, you come from one of the richest family in the world, on the globe. We don't date the help. So Phoebe dropped the Dusty and ran back to the men of her own community. Now the Dusties are hot and bothered, got their panties in a bunch because she's dating within her circles like she's supposed to. And shout out to Brooke who sent this to me. Ding dong, the Nicknock's gone. They big mad, y'all. They triggered. The Dusties are mad this young woman finally got some sense and went back to dating young men from her own community who come from similar kinds of wealth like she does. Instead of dating the help, instead of dating the son of the janitor, instead of dating the son of the driver, instead of dating the son of the maid, she said, my father's net worth is $100 billion. And you niggas collectively have a net worth on average of $10,000. You really thought I was feeling you? Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. It's so funny because they've been trolling black women these past few weeks, talking about Travis Kelce upgraded, black women are down bad, saying what's wrong with the divested woman, what's going on with him, when damn well them women ain't divested. They are eerily silent about this child. Bill Gates' daughter dropped this bozo with the quickness, and dogs ain't got ish to say. Despite being so vocal about black women decisions to date out. Did y'all hear about this? Because I didn't. And again, shout out to my sis, Brooklyn, who put me onto this. Bill Gates' daughter said, back to the ghetto you go, just like Kylie. She found out firsthand, BBC stand for broke black coon. BB stand for bullet bag criminal. That ish stand for broke back cum bucket. I'm a mess, y'all. Y'all, I ain't even had no wine or nothing. But seriously, Phoebe said, I had my fun. She explored her fetish, saw what black women been dealing with for years and said, hell no, you ain't about to pump and dump me, nigga. You're not about to turn me into a damn billionaire baby mama. 67% of y'all's children are fatherless and coming from single parent homes. You ain't about to turn me into a statistic. You ain't about to abandon me with a damn bastard baby. And the dogs are so damn dumb. They have no coof. They was loud and proud about being broke and looking at this girl like a come up. They was talking about this as reparations. We saw the clips. But this woman said, nah, Nick-Nog, nah, Tyrone, you can't knock me up and get it back from my family. These niggas was acting like little bitch pocket watching this little girl because they too damn weak and stupid and incapable to produce resources on their own. This little girl said, nah, you ain't finessing me up out of my bag, you broke bum. This ain't no come up, hypergamous Pookie. Back to the ghetto you go, hood booger. Oh, I cracked myself up. She said, I know. Y'all taking our black woman every 5 hours. Violent ass ain't about to have me missing on somebody's milk carton. Not interested. Thank you, next. I'm not interested. Now they bitching and moaning, talking about this woman and downgraded. Upset because a white woman decided she wanted to date a white man. Imagine that. Y'all niggas is a joke. This ish is laughable. I don't know why y'all have this weird obsession bothering and trolling and harassing women who don't want you. Phoebe Gates don't want your ass. Stay out her comments. Kylie and Kim kicked your black ass to the curb for white men. Jeannie Mai says she don't want dark meat no more. Now y'all back over here harassing divested black women who express that they don't want to be bothered with your black asses either. Move on. Child, that's it. What are y'all's thoughts about these situations? First off, why do y'all think people keep calling every black woman who decide to date out a divester? Furthermore, we know statistically black women and white men tend to have the longest marriages on average, whereas conversely, black men and white women have the shortest. Why do you think that is? And also, why do you think these nignogs continue to be willfully obtuse about these stats and instead continue to come to inundate black women's spaces where they are unwanted to talk about the anomalies that occur when our relationships fail? What are y'all's thoughts about these preferences? Relationships failing with the nignogs and them deciding to ultimately go back to date them in their own community? I'm so interested in your thoughts. Please sound off down below. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Don't give a fuck. Even if you think I should, bitch, nigga, I don't give
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.